So 2021 has come to a close. This year just flew by like a rocket. And I'm going to do two videos. My top 5 worst movies of the year and my top 5 best movies of the year. And these are my picks for my top 5 worst movies of the year. So this is my list. Hi, my name is Nathan, and I like to talk about a bunch of movies on this channel. If you're new here, down below in the comment section, just share your picks for the top 5 worst movies of this year. This is a worst list in my opinion. It's not like a worst list in everybody's opinion. Our lists are going to be different because we've seen different movies, and I did not see every movie this year. I just saw a good amount of films. So down below, let me know what are the worst movies of this year to you. Also, in the future, I will be doing a top 10 best movies of the year list. You could check that out in the future. And if you enjoy this video, click the like button and be sure to subscribe if you see my other content like this. And with that said, let's begin our ranking. We'll kick things off with Old. This is an M. Night Shyamalan film that came out during the summer, and it's a film that certainly disappointed me. When the trailers dropped, it teased this interesting concept of people stuck on a beach and are rapidly aging and have to get out. And with an M. Night Shyamalan film, he takes some concepts and makes it work into a movie. That's what he did with like The Sixth Sense and Unbreakable. He has some great films. But when you look at Old, this is one of his bottom half films. It takes this mythology of this beach, but it doesn't do anything with it. Because then you have questions like, wait, why is the beach making them grow rapidly? And of course, when the M. Night Shyamalan film, it always has a twist at the end, and the twist did not work, and it doesn't match with anything that happened in the rest of the film, and it's filled with some awkward performances as well. In fourth place, The Ice Road. This is a Liam Neeson action thriller film. And that's what it was marketed as. But it's more of a road trip thriller film, more so than an action thriller film. I thought that this film had some clunkiness and some things that I did not like what they did with the film. Like, on the posters and everything, it shows, like, Liam Neeson and Lawrence Fishburne in the film. And potentially there's something you could do with these characters, but then right at the beginning, they just kill off Lawrence Fishburne's character. So that was pretty disappointing to me. Also, this is another one of the bottom half Liam Neeson action thriller films because I really enjoy some of his films. In particular, Taken 1, which was just this great concept for a film. But the idea of an action thriller film being Liam Neeson driving around in a truck, trying to save these miners, that isn't the best concept for an action thriller film, so I didn't really enjoy this film. Not one I would gravitate to rewatch, so I don't really care about this movie whatsoever. In third place, Cinderella. Now, this is a film that I did not see until a month after it came out, because I was aware of it at the beginning of the year, and then I was totally oblivious to it until about a month after it came out. And it was probably the most cringe-worthy scene that I have seen this year. A big part of that is because then, they cast Camila Cabello, the singer, as Cinderella, and she's not a good actor, or a great actor, or just even a decent one. She is a singer, so I don't really understand why they would hire her to play Cinderella. And potentially there's something that they could do, like Kenneth Branagh's Cinderella. That was a good movie. The 1950s Cinderella, obviously classic Disney movie. This is not a Disney movie. It's not my thing. It absolutely didn't win me over. And as a musical, it is lazy at best. They take these pop culture songs, and then put them in this movie, just rewrite the lyrics, and it's you have Michael Jackson's Thriller playing, and stuff like that, and I just didn't think it worked whatsoever. It's a cringe-worthy musical, cringe-worthy movie, and it's not one that I would recommend to anybody. Our runner-up Home Sweet Home Alone. Now, this is the 6th film in this franchise, and since it was a Disney Plus original, I really was hoping that it would be kind of mediocre, but it would still be faithful to the original 2 films. It wouldn't have the magic or anything like that because Kevin McAllister is not there, but it would have some things to enjoy. That's not really what this movie turned out to be. It turned out to be another very cringy film, I would say. Not really, but just a very odd film in this franchise. A big part of that is because you have not Macaulay Culkin playing not Kevin McAllister, and this kid is so unlikable in the film. He makes a lot of bad choices throughout, so it's tough to care about what happens to him. And the funny thing is, it makes our 2 robbers sympathetic in this film. And the thing that made the original Home Alone so great was that you have these robbers that you want to see get tortured. You want to see get tortured because they've done a lot of bad things in the past. And in this film, it makes our robbers sympathetic. They're a poor family who just wants a new house. And so you don't want to see them get tortured. They're just robbing this kid's house because they thought he stole something that belonged to them. So this is one that it tried to keep the magic, it tried to have all the humor, but it just fell totally flat. But in dishonorable first place for me is Thunder Force. Now, this is a comedy film that's a Netflix original that came out near the beginning of the year. And I have absolutely no idea what they were thinking with this film. Now, this isn't a movie that I was looking forward to or anything like that, but a superhero movie that's comedy about 2 middle-aged women trying to save the world seemed decent enough to me. But the comedy can sometimes feel raunchy at times and lazily written, especially the stuff with like Jason Bateman. It just went so over the top, so lazy, and so cringeworthy. And the most cringy part to me was that it was so obvious. They tried to have these big twists and turns, like, oh, this person is the bad guy. And you're just like, right. That was kind of telegraphed earlier on in the film. So it can't even do twists and turns correctly. And it also, in the finale of the film, it has some of the most cliche, obvious paths for a superhero sacrifice I have ever seen in a film. So this is a film that it did not win me over. I did not enjoy this film. The performances, the comedy, all of it just fell flat. Therefore, it's at dishonorable first place. So those are my picks of my 5 worst movies of this year. Down below in the comment section, share what you think are the worst movies of this year. Our lists are going to be different because we've seen different movies this year. And if you enjoyed this video, click that like button and be sure to subscribe. Right, if you've seen my other content, I have done more stuff like this, and I will see you guys in the next one.